Making gravy for the shrimp egg foo young, you need a saute pan, like wide like this, and a stick of butter. So you need a lot of onions. So saute. You want it to be really brown. You want to brown the onion. Get it really sauteed, really brown. You see how caramelized the onion is getting? That's what you want. So keep going. Then we're adding the flour to the caramelized onion. You see how brown it is? Now you want to bring your temperature down because you don't want the flour to burn. You see the onion and the flour are sauteing together and it's turning nice and brown. So you want to cook it low and slow. Look at how the onion and the flour are sauteing, caramelizing so brownly. So medium, low. Okay? And right here, this will be our seasoning here. Secret ingredient here is sherry and vermouth. You don't have to use all these seasonings if you don't want to, but if you want depth of flavor, trust me on this. You want to use adobo, seasoned Lorry seasoning, granulated garlic, black pepper, and crushed red pepper. Now we can bring our temperature up to high. We're going to add the water next. It's going to be 3 cups of water, 3 large onion. You see how the onion has the treats inside. So 3 cups of water into the onion mixture. You have it on high now. Now you start adding all your seasoning. So you add according to what taste you like, okay? Like a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper. If you don't like it spicy, don't add any pepper. Cooking is all about your taste, what you like. Teaspoon of garlic powder. If you like garlic, add more. And that's a teaspoon of adobo and a big tablespoon of chicken broth. That is another secret that goes into our gravy. I love this brand better than bouillon. We're gonna add vermouth according to what you like. So a couple of tablespoons of vermouth and sherry, equal amount ratio. You see at high heat now the water and all the flour that was in your onion becoming like gravy, thickening up. This is when you want to taste it, when you can add more seasoning how you like it. Delicious. Okay, now it has simmer. Look at how thick this is. See that? Look at how thick this gravy is. It'd be great with the shrimp egg foo young or anything else you want gravy with over rice. Let's have a little taste now since it's simmered for a few minutes there. Wow, so flavorful. There was no sugar added. The wine, the sherry, and the vermouth really add a nice sweetness to it. Robust in flavor, so depth, and that hint of crushed red pepper gives like nice little hit kick at the end. And I'm not a person who likes spicy, so add that little kick. Delicious. In the skillet, you want to put in your onion first. Shrimp egg foo young takes a lot of onion. You should use sweet white onion. It's really good. This is 1 large onion, Vidalia onion. And you just want to saute it until it's tender. And you season as you go. So I will put about a teaspoon of seasoned salt. Or you can just do salt and pepper, whichever one you like. And you want to saute this until it is tender. Well, this only took about 3 to 4 minutes. I had on high heat, and you see your onion is translucent. You don't want to cook it so it will be mushy, because you're gonna be using this onion base as your egg foo young. You're gonna be deep frying it, so you want to be al dente, the onions. You put the onion into a bowl, set it aside, and you want it to cool off before you add in your eggs here. So we're gonna cool this onion. Next, we're gonna saute the shrimp. I already peel and devein. You can get them peel and devein, and I like big shrimp, not the low shrimp. And in here, in the bowl, we have sugar and oyster sauce. And these two ingredients you must have if you want to taste really good. Your shrimp egg foo young is some soy sauce. I like the Golden Mountain seasoning. It has a very nice soy sauce taste, and also any sesame oil is fine. These are raw shrimp. I'm using the Argentina wild shrimp, so that's why it's pink and not greenish in color. Using the same pan that you cook the onion in, put in a teaspoon of oil. You don't need a lot, and then a teaspoon of garlic. If you don't like garlic, you can skip the garlic. You don't have to have garlic in here, but I like garlic. And you want to lightly brown the garlic. Don't let it burn. Add your shrimp mix. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of sesame oil and a teaspoon of soy sauce. We are not putting a lot of seasoning in the shrimp because you're going to eat it over gravy, or you can dip it with a soy dipping sauce. So you can always add more salt, but you can't take away salt. So you want to season as you go. And you don't want to cook this all the way. You want it al dente because it's going to go into deep frying. Take it off the heat. Now you can add it with your onions. We're going to add scallions, raw scallions. Then we're going to add our al dente shrimp, not cooked fully. And we're going to mix all this up. We want this to cool down before we add the eggs to make the egg foo young. And then we're just going to stir this in. We have 5 eggs here. We're going to beat it up, and then we're going to pour into the shrimp batter. And you don't want to beat up the eggs too much, you see, just slightly. And we're going to pour it right in here. And we are just going to stir the eggs into the shrimp. That's it. So you need a ladle to put your shrimp egg foo young in. See, I like a lot of shrimp, so if you don't want this much shrimp, you don't have to. So this we're going to put into the oil when it's hot. You want to make sure your oil is hot. Put your thermometer into the oil. Make sure it's at least 335. Okay? So because you don't want your egg foo young to be greasy. So we can do it now. If you don't have thermometer, you have anything wooden, you can also stick your chopstick in here, and you can see it's fizzing. Then it's ready. And we're gonna drop the egg foo young in by the spoonful. And be only able to do one at a time if they do spread out. Let's check to see if we can flip it. You want to be nice and golden. Yes, nice and golden. Let's see if it's ready to come out. Yes, you can feel it. Let the oil drain. Oil drain. Look at that. Nice and golden. Before you add the next one, is you take out all any floating onions so it won't burn. The next batch, scoop it, the shrimp, into your scooper. Okay, cook these. They don't take that long, so we don't want to overcook these things. So they ready to come out. Make sure drain the excess oil. Mom's gonna be my taste tester for the shrimp egg foo young. Look at this luscious shrimp with the gravy we just made over jasmine white rice. Okay, Mom, give it a taste. See what you think.
Delicious. Seasoned real good. Very good. The gravy is good. The foo young is good. Very, very good. Really love it.
I use big plump shrimp, Mom. Can you tell the difference to get in the store?
It tastes better than the restaurant.
Yes, it is. I have to agree. We don't have to order takeout for shrimp egg foo young anymore, Mom.
No, it's very good. Delicious. Thank you so much. Bon appetit.